it do, Dream Team? It's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with the NBA 1992 Finals Game 3, Part 4. We got the Bulls going into the fourth quarter up 70-60. Anybody's game. Let's see who end up taking it. Let's see who show out in the fourth quarter and pull it off.
25 days of entertainment and activities in the Portland area. Fourth quarter is underway as Armstrong starts up against Watley. Armstrong and Hansen in the backcourt. Scott Williams with a pretty backdoor feed.
Scotty.
One of the pressure releases. If you overplay and deny the entry passes to
Scotty
the
like that, dog.
Flash a postman, hit him, and then
that's a bucket. You waited too long. What are you waiting that long to shoot the ball for, dog?
Last touch by
Shoot
Hansen.
it.
Michael Jordan opening up on the bench, getting a respite. A very low-scoring third quarter. Chicago with 16 points. Portland with 15. The Bulls by 12.
No.
With the fadeaway.
Not at all. Great defense.
Portland went to their passing motion game offense. The problem with that, if you wind up with 5 or 4 on the 24-second clock with an Ainge, he's not what you would call a real creator off the dribble. He winds up having to take a forced shot.
Good defense.
Shot clock at 5. Pippen.
Great defense,
Kevin Duckworth back on the floor playing with 4 fouls. And what?
My heavens. Get him out. Get him out. Get him out the game, coach. Get Terry Porter back in the game. My days, man.
Watley has had trouble both times into the front court. They'll be right. Finals game 2. Very apprehensive about the same occurring here against Portland with 3 straight at the Memorial Coliseum in Portland after getting the split.
Scotty, bro, is wild, bro.
Cliff Robinson had that shot rejected. He is now.
I swear, Scotty Pippen is a different animal.
And Rick Adams had mentioned to us
he a different animal,
again that he thought the 2-3-2 format of the playoffs really favored the team that has the 4 games. But now it was 1-1. He said, look, bottom line, you have to win 4 to win the championship. No matter where you do it, just go out and do it. Play the game.
Scott Williams with the shot clock.
Good defense.
Down. But I don't think Rick wants to make too big a deal out of that point because that would not exactly be proper motivation for his ball club.
No, some things you just move on, move past because you know you can't do a whole lot about it. That's just the way it is.
Chicago has a 14-point lead. 2 minutes gone by in the fourth quarter. The tip.
Make that, Danny. Dang, no foul. No foul.
Pippen was waiting on the sidelines.
Okay.
Tried to throw the outlet pass. Bill just couldn't clear it. Started to lose his balance and figured rather than go down and be called for the travel, he'll take a shot at trying to kick it out. The travel would have been better. It wouldn't have been an easy score.
It's the type of play that could turn things around. There's an offensive foul. That's number 4. Charged to Pippen.
The offensive foul is called with the elbow as Pippen's going down. Kersey gets in his way, takes away the ability of Pippen to screen down.
It was
Pippen
a good call, Scotty.
As you see, he goes off the floor, frustrated again with Eddie Rush.
Outstanding game.
Scotty been hooping.
Sitting down after picking up his 4.
Scotty been hooping for
Kersey
sure.
has struggled.
Get to him. Get to him. Work out, Kevin.
Duckworth.
Work out, Kevin.
Has 4.
What's the call?
Number 5.
This is the toughest call to me in defending the
Where's
post.
the foul?
When are you allowed to bump back when the
Exactly.
big player is trying to move you back in towards the basket? One guy bumps with his shoulder, the other responds with his chest. One bumps with his shoulder, the other responds with his chest.
Stop it, man. Stop. There's no foul on that play. Sometimes these refs just pick and choose when to make these. They've been bumping like this all game. These refs just pick and choose points. It's nice to see that, hey, the refs have been bad throughout the years. Throughout the years. It's not just in today's game. It's throughout the years. But reffing is a very difficult job. I ref Little League, and I got yelled at every game. So refs are just forever hated.
With his shoulder, the other responds with his chest. One bumps with his shoulder, the other responds with the chest. Tough call.
Here they go again. This time
there you go, Kevin.
Able to convert off the fake. The Bulls lead 74.
Well, we got Mike. Well, we got Mike.
Ones that you have to rely on the judgment.
That's an awful. I saw that pass coming, Mike.
With the steal.
I'm an amateur.
And Mike Mathis.
Mike, I saw that pass coming. Oh, he out of there, ain't he?
It's on Cartwright, so he's fouled out.
He out of there. That might be a blessing for Chicago, though. Bill ain't that great. He good, but he ain't great.
On the sixth foul, the coaching staff has time to make a decision as to who they would like to put in the basketball game. Phil Jackson trying to decide which will be the best matchup for him at this time of the game, and also planning the minutes.
Oh, good call.
The trip taking place there as Cartwright sticks out the right foot after Kersey steals it and starts to take off on the fast break.
And this is the first time
that should have been foul number 5, though. That bumping foul was beat.
all season that Cartwright has fouled out. Departs with 6 points, 7 rebounds. Stacey King, who played briefly in the first half, has come on, replacing Cartwright. Duckworth.
Somebody grabbed Neal. Kevin, you got to make that, man.
Duckworth against Williams on that matchup, and he had him down low, close to the basket. He just could not convert that time.
Surprised by the pass.
Hey, y'all, Stacey King,
deflected out.
you got to get your hands better, dog. You tripping, man.
For Chicago, you have a tough unit on the floor as far as point productivity and cohesiveness. You got
get King up out of there.
Way out with Pippen coming back in.
You getting Hanson
I think
out?
Phil Jackson saw the same thing. Too many parts that normally aren't in there at critical times together, having to perform. King, Hanson, BJ, Williams, too much pressure, so he goes back with his other 2 main guys.
Stacey King.
Get Stacey King out the game. He not it, Phil. He not it.
The move doesn't matter. It's finishing that counts. You've got to have people on the floor that finish the plays and put the ball in the basket.
Go back to Kevin. Go back to Kevin. Go back to Kevin. Get out of his way.
Duckworth now being guarded.
Work out, Kevin. Look behind. There you go. Oh! Kevin's got a cut. He got a hard cut to the basket.
So the ball goes back to Portland. I mentioned earlier it was a very low-scoring third quarter. Well, it's a NBA final record. A total of only 31 points scored in the third, 16 by Chicago, 15 by Portland. The previous mark, 33 points in a Washington-Seattle NBA championship game back in May of '79. Foul committed by Scott Williams. That is his 4th.
What we could see develop here is the
Kevin about to fire the whole team
now.
now.
Decision they're going to continue to go down low.
He about to fire the whole team now.
Compensate for that. They're hoping that
they getting.
Chicago
oh yeah, there you go.
Bye,
Stacey.
To get the ball out of Duckworth's hands. Well, when that takes place,
everybody but Stacey getting taken out.
Drexler get back behind the 3-point line and start knocking down the 3-pointers if they're wide open.
Horace Grant has come back, replacing Scott Williams. 7:20 to go in this 4th quarter.
Good look.
Here's Duckworth, blocked by Grant.
Horace Grant ain't having that, Kevin.
5 blocked shots.
He ain't having that, Kevin.
On Friday, that's his 2nd tonight.
This is the exact same rotation that Grant just did not quite get to at the end of game 2 when Duckworth knocked out that jumper to tie it in regulation time. This time he anticipated a little bit better, was a little bit closer, was able to get there.
Now Kersey operating against Grant, goes right at him. And will go to the line.
Very
space or distance between the 2 bodies, hope to draw the contact.
4 fouls apiece on Grant, Pippen, and Scott Williams. Bill Cartwright has already fouled out. Foul rundown for the Blazers. Duckworth is playing with 4. 3 apiece.
Nothing but the nylon.
On Kersey, Buck Williams, Drexler, and Robinson.
Nothing but the nylon.
Jerome Kersey hits the 2 after struggling at the line, and he's brought Portland with an 8.
Portland's defense is up now. They're up and extended, out pressuring much more than they had earlier in the game.
Good, D. Swing it out, swing it out. Good call, good call.
And the outside official.
It got hit.
Was worth on gravity
game necessary to fight. What Phil Jackson wants to do is finish up the game with the front line of Williams, Grant, and Pippen. He's got to buy time to get to that point where he can ride those guys out.
DJ Armstrong at 81.
Gotta make one.
Free throw
DJ, gotta make
his
one.
first appearance at the line in this series.
That was a very big drive by B.J. Armstrong with the score down to 8, the crowd in it. Rather than take a jumper, he took it to the basket, tried to stop the momentum by picking up points at the foul.
Gotta make one, B.J.
The Bulls are only 11 for 21 at the free throw line. That has hurt. Blazers battling back. They're down by only 8. 6:40 remaining. In the fourth quarter, Chicago is led by as many as 15. Here's Drexler
my
with a
days.
bad shot. And King gets to it. Armstrong. He had
Ooh, carry.
in front of him, took his eye off the ball.
Clyde, so we just throwing stuff up, huh? What on God's green earth was that BS you just threw up, Clyde?
Exactly what happened, because Michael Jordan was streaking down the right side, and
the sniper,
DJ, anticipating the fact that he could lay it off to him on the bounce pass, took his eye off it. The quick outlet pass right about here is where he knows Michael's coming. There's where he lifts it because he wanted to pass, and now Phil Jackson sends John Paxson right to the table.
Clyde Drexler's missed his last 5 shots. Got off quickly.
Go back to Kevin. Where Kevin at?
Overall, he's 8 for 16.
Y'all should have kept going to Kevin.
Gets to the rebound.
Stacey King doing some nice little things out there while he's on the floor, trying to buy this time. Comes up with a couple big rebounds, nice outlet pass.
Mike, it's time to show us something, Mike. It's fourth quarter. It's winning time, man. Here we go.
There's Jordan. Oh. Michael's shot has been off.
There you go.
Triple team. Pops it out.
Cash, sniper. You got to hit that. Good call.
Ball foul called on Duckworth.
And that was one of those 3-point opportunities that we talked about if Duckworth just didn't knock that one out.
That number 5 on Duckworth.
Coming in from behind the backboard, he tries to throw King out of there to go to the basketball, but King did a very good job of maintaining body contact.
Pippen got the step.
Jesus Christ,
The
they just
Blazers
throwing
have
up
missed their
crap.
last 6 field goal attempts. Drexler to the crossover.
Hey, that's a yeah.
Foul.
On the arm. I saw that.
Foul committed.
They gotta be in a bonus soon.
Of appreciation.
I was just going to ask you, did the crowd think he had 4 or 5 fouls on him? But no, he's very, very basketball smart crowd here in Portland. These people appreciate the game. They know the game. And in fact, they appreciate the play of the visiting team as well as the home team throughout the entire season.
I would say they are the most compassionate crowd because in the introduction of the lineups, they applaud the visitors. Very kind. 24 for Drexler. Bulls with a 6-point lead. 5 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Well, we got Mike. Well, we got Mike. Let him know, Mike. It's winning time.
And he's given his
That means it's MJ time.
68 advantage.
And that's
But we got Clyde. You got to get him back. There you go. That's cash.
Duckworth.
Oh, that's Portland ball. That's Portland ball, dog.
Chicago ball.
No.
Different from the first half.
I saw it
Turned
differently.
the corner and short on the layup attempt after he passed Drexler. This time he turns the corner on Buck, and now the concentration and explosion, and there's the strong extension for the 2.
Phil Jackson calling for a time. The fourth home.
So many distractions for us.
Sometimes they don't realize they do more harm than good because they occupy so much of your time. They don't give you a chance to have that piece. And Scottie Pippen cannot get the ball inbounds, so quickly call.
Best road 90 teams
and Pistons that won a couple world championships.
and Detroit unusual. fared so well on the road and did not have as an effective a home season as they normally do.
And we just saw after the timeout, we saw Jackson talking to Grant in the timeout. Grant was the outlet pass to get the ball.
Go to work, Mike. Get it to the sniper.
Michael Jordan. Rebound.
Okay, Stacy.
King with the
My bad.
He was being
I thought you should have been out the game.
He was caught on a switch.
Porter was supposed to rotate down from out high and try to cut off King. He never quite
What we got, Clyde?
could not get inside the big body.
Get it to Kevin.
Same situation as Friday night in Chicago.
Charge.
As we come up on 4 minutes, a 10-point lead for the Bulls. On Friday night, Portland able to turn it around and come from 10 down to pull it out.
Ooh, Mike was open. That's the save.
Want to take a wild and crazy shot.
That was a nice dime.
Be patient, take your time.
A very nice dime.
Sometimes when you're frustrated out of what you need to do to try and get back in the
We really take a Kevin out? Oh, he fouled out.
This Portland team knows it.
That's ball game. I mean, it was ball game.
Good shots at the basket.
And Danny Ainge, the man who helped rescue the Trailblazers in Game 2, has checked in. Stacey King, a 75% free throw shooter.
And you now have 3 3-point shooters on the floor for the Portland Trailblazers. So if Chicago decides to go back and double down low with some ball movement, you have a chance to pick up some extra points with 3-point shots if that's the way you want to go.
Stacey King coming on for Bill Cartwright, who had fouled out, has done a nice job. Chicago and Portland each have 3 timeouts remaining. They've used their 20s.
Catch.
For 3. And he was open.
Oh, wow.
Rebound comes to Kersey.
Just landed right in his hand. Right in his lap.
With 3.5 remaining in the 4th. Game 3 of the best of 7. The series tied at 1. Game 4 here in Portland on Wednesday. We'll have it for you on NBC starting at 9 Eastern Time, 6 o'clock on the Pacific Coast.
Stacey King.
And Stacey King, who is a strong post-up player.
You're surprising me right now.
Field goal, he has 8 points.
You let Stacey King get that low on the right block.
That's
and
too
steal by
easy.
Paxson as he stepped up in the passing lane.
And one.
John
That was
Paxson
too
with
easy
the
to steal.
Provided.
This time it happened.
You threw it right to
Scott
him.
Williams to the going into the rim. He's going to propose to win.
At the center with Bill Cartwright. And Stacey King was the starter at center with Bill Cartwright out with that broken left
The
hand.
defense and one.
Will that count?
Nah, that's not a goal.
It
He
does.
blocked
It's a
it.
goal.
Oh.
No, wait a moment. One official said
He
yes.
blocked it. He
And the
blocked
other
it.
said no. It is just
goal
a foul. It is waved off. The foul committed by Jordan.
And the Trailblazers wanted
Yeah, he got it.
call
That's
because
clean.
the ball hit the backboard, but you can block it to the backboard. You're allowed to do that. If it's on the glass, you
that's
touch it,
clean.
no good. But there, the ball.
That's
And the
clean.
Trailblazers 71 with 2:47 remaining in this 4th quarter. So no goaltending. Drexler hitting both foul shots. 8 for 8 from the line. He has 26 points. Chicago with a 12-point lead.
That's money. Oh, he's trying to milk the clock.
Trying to make Chicago take a forced or hurried shot, but too much poise by Paxson.
Yes, definitely.
And
a
Jordan
foul.
was time tonight. And well, we have an opportunity here with those, the very best Bill recovering from heart bypass surgery, and we're told coming along very well. Bill, as you know, is an avid basketball fan, although he did tell me privately that you have been getting on his nerves.
He also told me, by the way, that he has stumped you quite a few times in trivia questions dealing with NBA players, statistics, past games,
Goes
and
back to
performances.
early 50s. After that, there seems to be a block in his head. It all comes out as football for some reason.
Oh, my
The steal
God.
by Paxson. And last touched by the Trailblazers. Ball knocked out of bounds.
You cannot get careless against this Chicago team. One hand on the ball inbounds. If you put one hand on the basketball when you're passing it in, if you try to bring it back, it's very hard to draw it back again.
2:25 remaining in this 4th quarter. And the Bulls playing with the clock a bit.
Good hand. Good pass off. Cash.
For three. Terry Porter.
I need it, Danny.
For three. Drexler.
Good call.
Down the floor. Buck gave him a nice little shot. A little message, remind him, don't come down here driving the lane trying to get in my territory. Here's the penetration on the pass off. After it, bang, right there. Michael didn't appreciate that one too much.
Mike, you look back to what took place Friday night in Chicago with Portland coming from 10 down. Unbelievably, they scored on 16 of their last 17 possessions.
Tex Winter, the assistant coach for the Chicago Bulls, charts possessions for the other team, and that is obviously a very, very high statistic.
Shot
Oh,
clock
you got
at
Mike.
5.
You got to make something happen.
Down to 3.
Pull up.
Here's Jordan. Now Kersey. Thought he had
Don't do it, Kirk. Swing it out. One more.
Excellent job of transition defense.
Shoot it. Pull up. Oh, my God, Bob.
So the Bulls
That was
lead
nice.
76 with a minute 24 remaining. And the fourth quarter. Clyde
Oh,
Drexler
good
has
crossover.
30. He is the high man. And once again, they spread it out. Well, Scott Williams and Michael Jordan learning the spread of the four corners from Dean Smith at North Carolina.
Too easy.
Wide open.
Too easy.
34 feet.
5. Ended up in a blowout for Chicago. Here's Porter. Rebounded by Kersey. And the Portland shooting tonight.
How do you miss that, dog? Good call.
A couple of occasions game. The
And
Bulls
a bonus.
26-point third quarter. An NBA final record low with the two teams combining for 31 points. Portland had 15. Fourth quarter, the Blazers have managed only 16 points. So, on a night that has seen Michael Jordan have just an ordinary performance, the Bulls have gotten help from other quarters. Scottie Pippen, 18 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Horace Grant, 18 points, 8 rebounds. Stacey King off the bench, 8 points, did a nice job. Same for Scott Williams, who once again contributed. 45 seconds remaining of the fourth quarter. Drexler.
Stop the fouling.
First two.
The game over.
Basically only
What y'all fouling for?
short number of
Chicago?
hours before they have to return to play game 3 here this afternoon, and a lot of catching up to do. A lot of people making phone calls. Did a break concentration.
Drexler had 31 today.
Effect emotionally on them being ready for this game.
Don't you think that's a reach there? It's rationalizing after the fact. Something you might tell one of your ball clubs after a loss.
Uh-oh.
We're down to
Oh, my God.
And Pippen will throw in. So many things are said after games are
Done.
lost. Jordan.
Too easy. Too easy. That's ball game.
And they now lead 92-78.
That's ball game. Did that really bounce off you just
So the
now?
Bulls lead by 12.
God dang.
That turnover on their way to going up 2-1 in this best of 7 with game number 4 Wednesday night here in Portland.
Oh my God. He's
Rebounded
smoking
by
all
Buck
of
Williams.
it.
Ainge, 92-82. 7 seconds remaining. And Paxson.
What was the point in that, dog? I don't
6
understand when people
and
be fouling
Portland.
sometimes.
So the Bulls,
Like, the game
as we
over,
mentioned earlier,
dog.
appear to be emotionally down, very upset about letting game 2 slip away, able to bounce back in very solid fashion here tonight. 94-82. As Ainge works his way down. Yeah, that will do it. The Chicago Bulls.
Chicago, gave Portland their first loss at home. This game, nothing really spectacular. I would say, if anything, Bulls just locked down on defense. So many people in foul trouble. It was insane. Jesus, all the big men was in foul trouble. Like, it was crazy. But Chicago found a way to get it done. I think Scotty played a really good game watching throughout. I think he really was the X factor in this game. But that's all we got. Make sure y'all subscribe, ring notification bell, get the video a thumbs up. It's your boy D Neal. Out.